Welcome back. I know I'm late, but there's some calls going on. And let's hope we are going to continue this quest today. I didn't be able to finish it today because this is too long, so that's been good.
Huh! Those Fatui sure made themselves scarce. It's like they were never here.
Well, this is what they are requiring. Yes, what we are just.
The Fatui? They came to the desert again?
Yep. No idea what they're planning this time. They were being very coy about it.
How have you been, Jet?
I forgot he can talk
Well,
now.
since we last met, I've started my own band of mercs. We've actually made quite a name for ourselves. Oh, yeah. On a slightly different note, I have some good news. I finally took care of Masairo. Not much to write home about. It was just another day. Found his hideout. Dragged him out of his cozy little bed. He tried to talk me into saying his point of view, as usual.
Wait.
But I'm way past that by now. There was nothing he could say to save his
Yeah, I
life.
forgot that she tried to revenge her father by killing Arya at CC. Tried to avenge her father, right? If you remember correctly, that quest. Why is so long ago when this happened? I don't complete the quest, but I do know the lore at the time because I don't have the. I couldn't able to play Genshin at the time because I have some good devices, so I just seen a YouTube video of that at the time when it was released. So, University has finally come to that. Remember, wipe the blood off your hand.
What about you guys? Bet you'd forgotten all about me and Ben, huh?
Of course not. We're super duper best friends.
Yeah. You will free recent events on your recent travel.
Wow. Sounds like I should make time to visit some other nations too. Anyway, what brings you to Gurabad?
Oh,
Well-
right. I almost forgot. We're here to look for Lilupar.
The racist genie.
Oh, that bottle?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, we need her power to calm the Jinn and stop the sandstorms. Here's hoping we actually manage to find her after all the trouble we've been through. Surely, with everything's been going on in Gurabad, she must have woken up, right? Only one way to find out.
So are we going to meet the racist one? Hey, why the hell are you saying that?
Huh?
Okay. Look, the racist genie.
See. Shushup. Aha.
There she is. Again. The colors are gone.
Lilupar!
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, my master.
What a... I don't expect this voice.
Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. Imagine that.
Wow. I hope this is a rude awakening.
In truth, it was at first. I was none too pleased when those miscreants barged in. But it did give me the chance to reunite with you, dear master, so I shall overlook their folly. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamity stirring in the depths. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope of peace.
You think they're giving us some recap? Because I forgot
I
it.
fought against it for a long, long time. Until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land to the west. Suddenly, the pitch-black abyss fell silent.
Netherlands. A foreign year. Could she mean Netherlands? Gurva isn't far from there. The best present within the city fell silent when we defeat Gurva. Fuck, I can never pronounce his name right. Fun fact. This is something about Utter God. Like, I'm not going to say about the fun fact because this is related to long and I have to explain a lot of it. That's also something connected to Gun Galzi, one of the However Sport game. Yeah, it's connected to that game. But it's kind of hard to explain. So I'm not going to
Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into a deep slumber, from which I have only now awoken. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray once more?
Well,
Basically, Sumira is in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. Some bad guys messed around with Irminsul and now they've released the Jinn in here. We managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea how to seal this place back up and stop the sandstorms.
Child's play. I shall quell the Jinn and scatter the storms.
Thank you, Lilupar.
No need
Yeah.
to thank me, my master. I have granted many wishes in my time, and this was the most trivial of them all.
I forgot why she even called us master. Like I really need to recap all this law. But I need to do this quest again. If I ever get time in the future. But that's something very well.
The sandstorm's gone. The sun shines bright again. When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exactly how I imagined it.
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more, even if the weather sucked.
That goes for me too.
Well, there shouldn't be any more gin breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Yeah, let's haul back to Temple of Silence.
Sounds good. You can introduce us to your other friends.
Another adventure begins. Lovely.
That's so she's into some of this. Yeah. So what do we know now? We know for 2 years involved in this.
We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now. Time to regroup.
Yeah. Temple of Silence. Just do it. Here.
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big.
Yeah.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking. Even
Okay.
in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Not honest, what are you fuck are you planning?
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quickly. The
Yeah.
scale of this project is enormous. Even with Carvey, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
Yeah. Like,
You're back. Everything all right?
well, no.
And who are they?
Friends of yours?
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kave, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Yeah.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Who's they?
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends? Gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The
Yeah.
sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurubot problem is resolved? What did you find?
You just expect. You tell everyone what happened, Virga.
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for being there to help them.
What's up?
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Nah, he is a Harbinger.
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
Yeah. Now that you mentioned it's a little strange.
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nordcry.
Yeah. He was scary and willing to answer a question very first minute. So why would he admit it or being subordinate later?
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy behind all this?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful, should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Yeah.
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
You know it?
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
Yeah,
You
but-
bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Can we know what resources? Because last time that guy tried to do something, he bring the fucking abyss to this world. So we got. What?
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru.
Idea, the impression, patient heavenly principle, act of creating. It's a golden storm. Isn't it the time where time is freeze and the golden storm where we see the seed like look at the King Deshret and Goddess of Power? I remember it. The business is free. Many stories that were set to ceremony. Yeah. You know about this one? Yeah, we know about that.
If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Yeah.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Yeah, we know it's an event that happened, but for some reason this game doesn't give you event permanent event. Or somehow you're able to access this event. So yeah. So many people doesn't even know about this.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of.
Yeah.
Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to.
Well, now it's the time to...
Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were imprisoned in Aru.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty... Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru, and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
Yeah.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall?
Time.
What obliterates love and hate?
Time.
And what determines truth and falsehood?
No,
Those were the 3 questions, right?
It could be the heart. Yeah, the human emotion, the heart, like what it presents, the rise and fall, fear and that hard feelings, love and hate, what different truth and false is you. Like, or also if you wonder, there are not 3 questions, it's entirely just a 1 question. It's just a reader. These people, they don't understand it. They thought there's 3 questions. No, it's just 1. The answer all of them is same. It's a vague reader. I see many people interpret this question at the time, and some people say it could be time, some say heart, or who knows.
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer's a friend we met in Nodcry.
Nodcry? Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her, too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Oh, really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nodcry her home. If she's the person you were talking about, then...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Nicole!
Nefer!
Yeah, very good.
Why, hello! We're here to help.
Yeah. It's time for some lodges. Nicole told us about King Deshret. What you know?
It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders,
What?
cutting off all travel in and out.
Shit. So we are pretty much trapped here.
No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure Heavenly Pistol does one thought about it, right? He wanted for Mr. Guy to start, so he probably mechanics of defenses, right?
Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines,
Yeah.
after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat. It may have been implemented long ago.
You know, I have a feeling just rule that I've seen some people theorize and some even say that trainers, the Heavenly Principle, it might be the one who write the entire story of Tevat. Like everything that's happening in Tevat, every journey and everything is planned by him. Like I was finding this pretty ridiculous, but at the time I heard some people saying, and they were pretty good evidence, such as when Nubulet, a famous for authority, some reason when he see his constellation was already there in the sky. His fate was already written. The Heavenly Principle know he was going to get his authority back. How? We don't know. This is one of the evidence they gave. Bro. And I was like, what? And also Tavern, why don't they fucking kill him when they find him? Remember, Asmodee. When we came to World, she to capture us, not to kill. And she's not with a sibling. And she left Trevor to journey around Trevor. Why? I feel like, what if she never betrayed Heavenly Principle? She's just doing her plan, like Heavenly Principle will. Or maybe Arashid is not aware about this. It's like, let's come to plot hole. I don't know. But you have to see about it. This is also one of the good events because if you figure this out, which means he knows something was going to happen to the Armistice in the future. This is why he makes this mechanism, right? Oh, I see.
Doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Remember, Paimon, for Heavenly Festival, Tevat is more important than one nation. He must hesitate twice if it means sacrificing one nation to save the world.
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
So you're very enough here.
I'm surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Yeah.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time.
Yeah, we learned this in the...
So I do know a thing or two about him.
The event where we learned about this, I think it's permanent. Yeah, the Lighterite.
As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time. But that's where we angels come in. Our duty ultimately is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires and help bring them to fruition. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
No.
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me like a shadow.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No, I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll always be a part of me.
In that case, would you like to hear my perspective?
Sure.
In a kind of ways,
It's
like
not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
she's saying, the saving the world is not my job. Like literally, I can say no. If you see normal people point of view, like if you see every normal people, I can just see where NFI came from. Like imagine if someone came and told me, "We need you. We need to save the world," and it's pretty dangerous where I can lose my life too. There's no chance if I come back alive. So I know many people are vegetarian. Like I know it's good to save world and all that. Or even one age, like say Samiru, saving Samiru, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's also like not many people will not.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious. Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angels' demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion.
Well, when you lost something, you realize it's too early.
Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade, and the emotions slip away along with them. If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not take long for the memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade.
See, we're saying if you don't come with me, I'm pretty sure you're going to regret
Both
this.
love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers.
I think I know who said
We
it.
all need a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little, but I won't work for free.
How much will you need? You're not going to milk this for all it's worth, are you?
Well, she will.
What do you think?
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
She's going to tell you about
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru.
And the expense cost is around 5 million or something. That's very funny. This is just like,
Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the curatorium.
Me? I'm in charge? Oh, don't worry, boss. You can count on me.
And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
That was far more detailed than necessary.
Yeah.
Not lacking in embellishment either. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She's still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long.
Just a minute. Sorry for the disturbance, but someone was came. So continue. Where are we?
Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nobcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done. So if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
Okay, next.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names.
And just a little gang is here, boys. Very Farazan, I wonder.
However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without moving your mouth.
Yeah.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
What the fuck is this spell to it? Is it what you're using?
What is it, Collei?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's you. You're the voice who's been speaking in my head, aren't you? You
Yeah.
encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon and got me to recite that magic prayer.
Mm-hmm. I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
I forgot she'll have to show off hello. That's the
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Oh, well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history.
basically before the era of the Archon, at the time when they all got through.
And she's also an amazing sculptor.
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me.
Yeah.
Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Yeah.
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers.
Ranger suit, yes.
I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the djinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible.
Oh, is that about the experiment? So are we finally going to run the gods remain that Kelly has?
I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
She's saying she's our daughter, we are not going to let her go.
Well, if Collei doesn't mind her secret being revealed, I have no problem with it.
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is, there's no need for me to hide it from my closest friends.
Closest friends? It's so nice to hear that.
Your hair is good, Kelly.
All right. In that case, I'll get right to it. Collei, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
Yeah.
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar.
Yeah.
Nothing could cure it.
Read the manga if you want to see more about it.
The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place. There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, so You're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with?
Yeah.
Yes, those were the remains of Nabu Malikata,
Oh,
the goddess of flowers.
the story was right before people making about it. You know, if I don't see the story, I'm going to be shocked. But I only see the story about it. Like, could be the Collei remains a god, Neil Malika. Fuck my pronunciation. The goddess.
What?
What? What the fuck are you doing? You racist.
Fascinating.
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why?
Why?
The possibility crossed my mind when Collei recited the Goddess of Flowers
Yeah.
song and calmed the Jinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise.
Yeah, it was goddess of flower who created Jinn, right?
You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the eternal oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for.
Just like how we see in Varka's request, the remains of Andreas. Yeah, same.
Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her all this time without even realizing it.
I think it's the sense. I don't think she even won this power to begin with. Consider what happened to her. Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers is inside my body is...
Yeah.
It's a strange feeling.
Inside, you have someone else plus inside the body. Yeah.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
I understand how you feel, Collei. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
Yeah, Sinus is pretty good.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
Yeah. Thank you, Kavi. You and me, I think the same.
2 good reasons, in fact.
No.
Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis's Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke,
I knew it.
Tainari.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave.
Yeah.
This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Yeah.
Collei, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the Goddess of Flowers?
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings.
Primordial human. Is it primordial? What are we called? Who are the primordial? I'm feeling the sign is kind of okay, but isn't the creative heavenly principle? That's why I feel like the sign kind of. Yeah. So she was an angel too. I guess it makes sense. You know about the moons and all.
Though her body and soul have perished,
Like,
her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning. The mother of dreams? Lord of flowers and oases? She must have had a premonition. That is why she gave that dream to you.
We won't let our efforts go to waste, but I still don't understand. Why me?
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with god remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted.
Interesting.
I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will.
So basically, saying she choose you because if like that's why you got success to my
Of
power.
course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not change. All right. Any further questions from the family members of the patient?
No.
If not, we should head to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into action.
That will be good.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed, the scale of the work to follow is daunting to say the least.
Haven't you handled other big projects before?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a total nightmare.
Get to the work.
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
This guy.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
Okay, before we continue.
Tomika lakong